for three is good. One man in pursuit. He will not touch him. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to United Women's Soccer here on Clutch Sports Media 815. Alongside Jaden Gallagly, I am Trevor Larson here on tonight's call for the matchup between the Chicago Rush and the Rockford Raptors. We're here live at Mercy Health Sports Court 2 in Rockford, Illinois, getting set for the Rockford Raptors' last game of the season. They come in with a 4-0-3 record. 13 goals for, 15 against. Chicago Rush coming in with a 1-1-3 line. They have put 4 in the net, allowed 19 on the season. Jaden, we have a beautiful day here for soccer. Forced inside last time out here at Mercy House Sports Court 2, but an absolutely gorgeous evening for soccer tonight. Well, it's a little bit warm out here, so that might be a factor. But should be a good game on hand here tonight as we approach the middle of summer.
Yeah, definitely. We're really excited here to see this matchup here between two decent teams here in the northern Illinois area. Starting off with the Raptors, they got 4 wins to 3 losses, so they're definitely pretty confident in their play of style. Coming out here tonight, finishing the tournament or the conference they're in here tonight. So it'll be a fun one to watch.
The Rockford Raptors, as well as Clutch Sports Media 815, want to thank tonight's partners, Ortho Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry, and Movement Fitness for making tonight's ball game possible. Again, we're so happy to have you on hand this beautiful Saturday evening. Jaden, one other thing that we can mention, it's been a bit of a heat wave here in the Rockford area these past couple of days. Again, it has cooled off a little bit, clouds kind of covering the sun as it moves into nighttime, but we were on the field pregame. It was quite warm down there, so the Chicago team, of course, they have a smaller roster than Rockford. Rockford wearing their black jerseys, so we might see some fatigue really kind of be interjected into the action here tonight, especially once we get into the second half of tonight's game.
Yeah, definitely. With Rockford having a little bit of a bigger roster, they should be able to, get those rotations in, rest up some of their players. Biggest thing is hydration. Any athlete will tell you that's number one priority. Is to really stay hydrated before and after the game here and during. So,
teams getting ready to go. Before we kick off action, want to just give you a reminder that if you're looking for more sports coming up in the high school season, we'll have high school football starting here in a couple of months. Jaden, of course, you play for the Belvedere North Blue Thunder. Look like they have a good team once again, but Clutch Sports Media 815 will be on hand for both games in the Nick 10 as well as the Big Northern. We'll have broadcasts and photography, so we're really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have some awesome matchups here once again in the Nick 10 conference with football. Whether you're watching or playing, it's both exciting.
Teams getting ready to go. Rockford will start with the kickoff, as we are underway here at Mercy Health Sports Court, Wedgehurst Stadium. Again, Jaden and Trevor on the call here tonight. Clutch Sports Media 815. Rockford again kicking off here tonight. We'll see what formation they're going to be in. Looks like they're playing with 3 high players. 1 center forward, 2 wingers, as we have seen this season. So definitely an offensive-focused approach here this evening, Jaden, as they want to get out, score an early goal. Of course, we saw them last time out. Couldn't put anything in the back of the net, even though they look like the better side. So an early goal here for the Raptors is going to be crucial for their confidence and their ability to control pace of play here this evening.
Yeah, definitely. To take advantage of an early goal here would be very good in terms of, wearing down that other team, late in the game if they're up by that goal. that'll be very good for them and their confidence.
First shot away is going to be picked up easily. That one coming from the right wing. Decent attack here to start the game in the first minute, but the Chicago Rush shut it down. This one's going to be turned over at midfield. Rockford with another opportunity. This one played forward. A nice through ball to Henry. Henry, she's going to be a step off sides. Looked like there was a good pass, but she just got about a half step behind the last defender. So it's going to be Chicago Rush ball. First free kick of the game coming off that offsides call. It's like the Chicago Rush playing with one high forward. They've got two midfielders on either side and a central midfielder from the looks of it. I'm sure we'll see all four of them get into the attacking play here this evening. A bit of a contrast of styles. Of course, you see the goals for and against on the season for both squads. Chicago having a little bit of an issue putting the goal in the back of the net, and they really want to make this a low-scoring game to try and pull out the victory here on the road this night.
Yeah, definitely. I know the last game we broadcast, there was a low-scoring game. It was 1-0, and I'm sure Rockford and the Raptors really want to score a couple goals here tonight to finish off what a great season.
Another nice play over there at midfield as Rockford's going to play this one out wide. Here's Roush. Works it back to Harvey. Rockford trying to get on the attack. Some space in the middle there. Couldn't quite pick her up on the attack. And again, more action in the midfield as the Raptors look for an opportunity to slice through the defense. Nice turnover on the back line by Madeline Williams for the Rush as she's able to play this one out to midfield, but another turnover for the Raptors as they have had the majority of possession so far this evening.
Yeah, definitely. Their offensive scheme seems pretty apparently heavy tonight, so making it hopefully for a good scoring game.
Here are the Raptors once again on the attack. They've got a lot of players forward. This one's going to be played down on the right wing, looking for a cross, and that one is going to be deflected out of play. It'll be a corner for Rockford. Jaden, we saw a number of set pieces last time on the broadcast 2 weeks ago for the Raptors. Couldn't convert any, had a lot of opportunities, but if viewers recall, so many of their shots just went above the top of the net, so they're going to want to try to keep things down if they're going to score here tonight.
Yes, definitely. They had a lot of attempts. They were just shy, being just a little bit too high. Hopefully they can capitalize here on any attempts here tonight and make them.
Nice header in the defensive end as the Rush trying to clear this one. That one's going to be played forward. And a great play in the box to get that one out of there. And more physical play at midfield as Camino is going to play this one out to the right wing. Miner has this one. Going to try to play the through ball, an aggressive attempt that time. Bit of a soft hit, but the Raptors able to control the ball as now they work on the counterattack. One going to be played forward. Henry trying to stay on sides. She stopped there. Thinks she might have been a little bit too far, so the attacking play fizzles out once again. But good offensive pressure here in the first couple of minutes for the Raptors. Great turnover there at midfield.
Yeah, the Raptors are playing really aggressive here, really taking away possessions from Chicago Rush. And trying to make what they can make happen.
This one's going to be drilled, and that one's going to go out past the touchline. Roush in a one-time opportunity as the goalkeeper has to go all the way back. No netting behind the goal back there, that side of the field. A little bit of extra work for the goaltender, but it does allow the Rush to get into their set position on the goal kick. Couple of shots on goal for the Raptors thus far. Nothing really in the offensive end for the rush. This one's going to go down the left wing, and that'll go out. It'll be Chicago ball.
Yeah, definitely. It's just not as easy as it is here indoors at ISC here in Rockford at Sports Court 2 when it can just bounce off the wall and it's easy to grab. So definitely a different environment here outside.
That one went out over the touchline. Harvey tried to keep that one in, but the linesman said it did, in fact, cross. So it'll be rush ball once again. Here's an aggressive down throw. A little bit of miscommunication, perhaps. And number 7 chasing that. We do not have her on the roster. We'll try to get her name here at halftime. Here are Rockford on the counter play. They work the ball forward. Nice pass into midfield. And a great block there at midfield, but the Raptors going to maintain possession. Saviano tried to push that one through. Nothing doing. This one's going to go down the left wing. Harvey sends it down to Henry. Henry tries to work that back to midfield. Roush picks it up, sends it to the feet of LePage. And again, just a little bit of miscommunication, but Rockford staying on the attack as they keep the pressure on. Ball still in the attacking third for Rockford. Out over the touchline. So, Jaden, it's been about 7.5 minutes. Again, I mentioned it a couple times already, but really in this game, Rockford has come out and looked like the superior squad, as 80% of the ball game has been played in the Rush's defensive end. So a really good look and very encouraging if you're the Raptors head coach here tonight.
Yes, for sure. I feel just a little more communication. They're able to make some clean shots there and hopefully put a point up here shortly.
This one played down on the right wing. Captain down there for the Rush, able to get that one out. And the Raptors forced the reset on offense. Again, they got the turf field down here at Wedgehurst Stadium, as there you see that one going out over the touchline. So, Jaden, in your experience playing on natural grass, and maybe you've played some football games or other sports on turf, you know, viewers will know that turf can really play quickly, especially when you're outdoors. That ball really skids across the turf.
Yes, definitely. In any sport, it gets a lot hotter on turf just off of the reflection. Take a fall to the ground and get a little, burn. So, yeah, a little bit different in preparation when playing on turf instead of natural grass. And, alternatives, you got turf tape. Some people wear different cleats, too, when they're playing on turf. So, definitely different.
This one's going to be sent in by Nascarent following the foul. A good ball. That one's going to be chested away by the Rush defender, but it's going to be Rockford ball as they look to play. As there you see it. That ball just really skidding across the turf. If that's natural grass and maybe a couple inches high, that one might slow down enough for Rockford to stay on the attack. But just outdoors here, it's been dry today. It's just really moving quickly on the turf here tonight. The break in the action. Want to once again thank the sponsors for making tonight's game possible. Ortho Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry and Movement Fitness. As here's LePage running in the open field, trying to get past the defender, beats her defender, but cleared out by the left back. And that one can be sent in, just controlled by the goalkeeper. Not a tough opportunity for her. Still going. It's a shot on goal for the Raptors, but again, a good offensive opportunity. They can't find the back of the net as this one's played off the feet. Heavy touch and a turnover once again to the Raptors. And the counter-attacking attempt by the Rush goes nowhere as that one falls off the side of the field. And once again, a throw in for Rockford.
Yes. What's cool here also at Sports Court 2 here in Rockford, there's so many different soccer fields they can play off of here. Another set of turf fields over here towards Loves Park. they also play baseball there, so they're also really able to change the aspect of how they can play with these fields in this area. A lot of weekend tournaments and nightly games through the different soccer programs here in the state line.
Gorgeous facility, both indoors and out. Down here, Mercy Health Sports Corps 2 in Rockford. Of course, the namesake of the hospital just down the way. Beautiful hospital right off the highway here in the Rockford area. As again, another good offensive opportunity for the Raptors, as that one is hit at midfield. But possession is still maintained. Like there might have been a foul, no call by the referee, so the Rush trying to get this one out of their defensive side. And a heavy touch that time, looking for the midfield there. Belinsky just couldn't find the ball with her feet. There's a one-touch and go. Through ball attempt at that time by Saviano is shut down. Again, it's been a little bit back and forth in the offensive third for the Raptors, as the Rush have just had a lot of trouble getting the ball out of the defensive zone here tonight. And with the way things are going, if things continue the way they are, Jaden, you look like, we're going to look up here in a few minutes and maybe the Raptors have a goal on the board.
Yeah, for sure. They're really heavy on offense here tonight. It's pretty apparent. They definitely seem good with passing the ball to each other. Looks like communication's pretty well. We'd just like to see get a few more shots off potentially here, maybe off of a corner or so.
Of course, that was kind of the similar timbre from last game, as the Raptors going to set up for another corner where they played the first half of the game in the offensive zone, 65%, as this corner is going to be sent in and not quite cleared out. But again, the story of last game was a counterattack, as this one to the feet and just can't quite get the pace on it by LePage, so that'll be out. I'm going to say that one actually took a deflection, so it'll be another corner. But again, getting back to my last point, the last game that Rockford played, of course, they really looked like the superior squad but couldn't find the back of the net, so they don't want to have another repeat of what happened last time out. As this one is sent in, aiming for the short post. Ball still at the feet. That one is going to be blocked away. Good play down there that time by Madeline Williams for the Rush. This one set up on a tee, and that one just climbs over the top of the crossbar. Almost a goal here in the first half. Good opportunity, but she could not find the back of the net. Score remains tied 0-0.
Yeah, and those shots are particularly tough, especially if they're just on the edge of making it. Have to jump in the air. So definitely a decent shot for it not getting defended.
Another goal kick lined up here for the Rush. Again, if you're just joining us here on Clutch Sports Media for United Women's Soccer, we've got the Chicago Rush and Rockford Raptors here on this beautiful Saturday evening out here at Mercy Health Sports Corps 2 in Rockford, Illinois. The Clutch Sports Media's last soccer broadcast of the summer. And it is a beautiful night out here on the state line. Here's another offensive opportunity, but a good play that time by the center back to clear that one. That was number 11, Ellie Segudo for Chicago. So a nice play that time, playing down below that 18-yard box, able to clear that one out. Rockford still in the offensive third as they got a throw-in opportunity. They're going to try to make something out of this. Ball comes to the feet of Roush. She centers it over to Saviano. Saviano going to play it wide to Caesar. Plays it back to Saviano. That one popped in the air by Roush. Might have taken a deflection. Another easy save opportunity for the Chicago Rush goalkeeper. She had a couple of tougher attempts, but the last few shots by the Raptors haven't really been too much of an issue for her. So, you want to find that balance of both pace on your shots as well as positioning. And if things keep going as they are, they got to keep building up that confidence and the way they're playing. Again, feels like a goal is coming. They've just got to strike it true here.
Yeah, the Raptors, they've been really good maintaining possession of the ball, especially after Chicago Rush gains possession of it on, like a kickoff. So definitely something here coming.
Madeline Williams could not play that one through down on the right wing. And we've seen the speed really come into the equation here for the Rockford Raptors in the few games that we've had them on our broadcast. And it really is a sight to behold. They have just some excellent speed, especially on the wings, able to shut down those wide attacks to great effect. This one at midfield fought for and turned over. This one going to be feathered forward, but it'll stay with the Raptors as they're going to try to play this wide. And definitely that time some miscommunication as two players not on the same page, so it'll be a turnover for Chicago. Looks like that one might have gone underneath the bleachers. I'll have a brief stoppage as they get a new ball in from the sideline.
Oh, she got it.
She got it. Alexandra Semino climbing underneath the bleachers, so I'll have an extra one on the sideline if need be later in the match. About 17 and a half minutes down here in tonight's game. Couple of shots on goal for the Raptors. Nothing showing for it so far. No shots on goal quite yet for the Rush. They have an opportunity here, but that one's going to be turned over once again. Defensive backs for the Raptors playing very well in their limited opportunities so far in this first few minutes of this game.
Seems like Chicago Rush have been slightly a little more aggressive here on offense. Definitely a push towards the Raptors side. They seem like they're communicating a little bit more on setting up a shot.
An aggressive play there at midfield, but a turnover. Great opportunity by Harvey. Now here are the Raptors. This one's going to be played out wide to Henry. Henry looking for a cross. Now she's going to swing it back and going to reset out of the box. Now towards midfield. Nice play with the ball that time by Roush. She pushes it back to Nascarant. Nascarant's going to fire that one. Might have been a shot, blocked away. Ball stays with the Raptors. Goalkeeper for the Raptors playing that very high line as we saw last week as well. And Raptors content to just move the ball around. They're confident in their passing right now, looking for an opportunity, looking for a passing lane. Good run by Roush, centers it back, and once again, the Rush playing with a lot of defenders back. This one is going to be shot to the low near post. Decent attempt that time out of midfield, but not quite enough on that one. A little bit too wide, so it'll be another goal kick. Another shot, that one not on goal for the Raptors. We're going to have a substitution here for Rockford. Looks like number 17 coming off. Checking in will be, get a number on her in just a moment. Looks like that's going to be number 5. Also do not have her on the roster. Again, we'll try to get that at halftime as well. So here are the Rush now on the attack. Looking for a through ball. And that one's going to be played back to the goalkeeper. Nice play by the defensive back. Saviano has this one out to midfield.
Yeah, definitely this kind of time of the season, being in July now. I'm sure both teams needed some subs here for tonight's game. With just families going on vacation and everything, sometimes it's a tough time getting a full squad together.
Indeed it is, as this one's going to go out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Rush. They're going to go quickly here. Have now. They finally got their fourth player over midfield, as it's really been evident that they are playing a very defensive game here so far here in the first 20 minutes of action. That one comes to the feet of the rush player. That one's going to be blocked away. And a nice play, good strength on the ball. Good play by Williams. Williams had an opportunity, but blocked away. Now another turnover here. Rush still have it, looking for a cross, and a nice header out of the box. As the Raptors still trying to clear this one out. Rush contain. Going to be sent wide, and an aggressive tackle. No call on the whistle. Great play there that time by the Raptors defender. Caesar comes out, tries to get it over to Henry. Henry's touch too strong. Nash able to pick it up for the Rush.
Yeah, the Raptors, they're really fast downfield, getting the ball down there. That's one very good thing I can see with this team. The speed is just very apparent.
An opportunity shut down by the Raptors as they come back here on offense. And an aggressive mindset that time, but again, the midfielder and winger just not on the same page. So again, if you're just joining us here on Clutch Sports Media 815, great way to spend the Saturday evening. United Women's Soccer here, Chicago Rush and Rockford Raptors. That one goes off the hip of Harvey, out of bounds. Alexandra Semino will have a throw-in opportunity. Jaden, we talked about it a little bit pre-game. The conditions here this afternoon, very hot. Again, it's cooled off a little bit. Nice breeze out here. But you can tell it's been about 25 minutes or so of action. And there are definitely some players out there looking a little bit gassed, despite the fact that we still have another 20 or so minutes here in the first half. So that's something to keep an eye on, especially with the limited bench sizes that both squads have.
Yeah, I feel with the difference in possessions here with both teams, they've been pretty back and forth to each other's goals. So a lot of running. Looks like maybe a trip there. Looks like Raptors possession.
Yeah, foul that time on Lauren Malone for the Rush, so it would be a free kick. Just a regular foul, no cards.
But, yeah, definitely since pregame it looks like a little more of a breeze has shown up here, which I bet the players appreciate.
Yeah, again, they're playing on that turf field that retains heat pretty well. Here's a good through ball out wide to Henry. Henry tries to put this one back midfield to Culver, but not on the same page. Good clearance that time to the back line for the Rush. It'll be a throw-in opportunity here for Raptors. This one coming just a couple of yards in front of the goal box. And early in the game, that game was really played down here. Has changed a little bit as the Rush have gotten into the attacking groove just a touch more here in these last 10 minutes or so, as that cross attempt is scooped up by the goaltender for the Rush. As they look for something here on offense. One sent out to midfield, comes to the feet of the Rush player. That's number 7. She's got it, looks to turn, and tries to push that one forward. And that one's going to be driven out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in opportunity here for the Rush. Semino down there at the sideline, as now they have an opportunity to try and get something going here on offense. Nash looking for a run to the far post. And a nice play to get that one out of there by Naskrent. Ball still down there. A good play at midfield in the defensive third by Saviano to get it back to the right back. And this one over to Henry. A lot more pressure here, it looks like, from the midfield for the Rush. Didn't see a whole lot of that one as that one is sent through, but a good play that time on the back line by the captain for the Chicago Rush, number 25. She is able to get that one out of bounds.
Yeah, 5 got on that. That might have been a little scoring opportunity there, a little one-on-one matchup.
So here are the Raptors down in the offensive third as they try to get something going. That one, too much mustard on the throw. Some aggressive play from the defensive side, and that one's going to go a little wide. Still coming all the way over to the sideline, so it'll be another throw-in opportunity. And with that, just want to take another moment to recognize the sponsors that made tonight's ball game possible for the Rockford Raptors. The Ortho Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry, and Movement Fitness. That one's going to go off of the Raptors player. No, that's going to be overturned by the head official. Linesman pointed one way, referee pointed the other, so it'll stay with the Raptors. Harvey has a throw-in opportunity. That one comes to the feet of LePage, who was able to get that one off the legs of Maya Belinsky for the rush. Another throw-in here for the Raptors. That one a little bit short as Belinsky goes down to the turf, pops back up. Quick throw-in for the Raptors, and yet another. A lot of balls out of bounds here in the last 20 seconds or so. Raptors creep ever so further down the field. It's one way to advance the ball on offense. Throw in over the head of Saviano and cleared out as that one was way out over the touchline. So we're going to have another corner opportunity here for the Raptors. Jaden, we've seen them try the short post on their corner kick opportunities here, the first couple that they've had in this game. Nothing doing so far. Not really any great scoring opportunities. They had one half decent attempt, but I'm sure if you're the Raptors head coach, especially kind of kicking into the wind here from this side of the field, you're looking for something going towards the net.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking a little something more head up to the net, not so much from the side due to the wind. Make it a little bit more of a powerful kick.
And one played towards the far post, but good defensive play that time by the Chicago Rush defense as they're able to get that one, and the shot opportunity goes wide of the net, so it'll be another goal kick here for the Rush. 28 and a half minutes down here in the first half of action. Shots on goal really favor the Raptors.
The Raptors have seemed so good with doing that from the kick, from the rush. They seem like they're able to really intercept that ball quick and keep that ball in scoring opportunity.
Here's an opportunity really good. That one is going to be blocked away. Good play that time down there by Miner as the Rush able to not quite clear that one all the way out. That one a presumptive try by Harvey, well far beyond the 18-yard box. As here's a counter-attacking opportunity here for the Rush. Still with it following the turnover. Now a good play there at midfield by Caesar. Plays it forward. This one trying to work back to Culver. Culver looking for the number 7 run-in. Good run, but a nice play that time by the defense to get that one past midfield, and it'll be a throw-in opportunity. And they'll say that one last touch to Rockford player. So Chicago's going to have this one in the offensive half as they try to throw something at the goal here. 15 minutes left to play in the first half of action.
Yeah, I would say right now good probably 70-30 split with Raptors majority on offense here tonight. Let's see if Chicago Rush can put a little drive here together.
Some miscommunication, and that one's going to be kicked off the back of Swopes. Good solid thud. We were able to hear that one all the way up here in the broadcast booth. Of course, this soccer ball, we've heard it a couple of times, a little less prevalent on the outdoor broadcast, but broadcasts we've done indoors, whenever these players really drive through the ball, you can hear it. Always tough to be a defender back there whenever an attacking opportunity comes your way. Takes a lot of guts to stand in front of it and get a block.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of putting your body on the line for the team. which many have no problem with. Just like any team sport, it really takes everybody, not just one player specifically. Here, soccer is a really good example of that.
Shot by Culver wide. So it'll be another goal kick for the Rush. And going to be played forward by number 7. And that'll be kept in by the Rush. Here they come on the counterattack. Nice play at midfield. They've got a 4-on-4 opportunity. This one down the left wing, looking for a cross opportunity. That one thrown towards the middle. And a nice play that time by the center back, able to get that one out and set up Rockford for an attacking opportunity.
Yeah, such an advantage there with the speed. You could see how those defensive players were really able to run down and maintain a position to defend. Just another good feature that they can show here tonight.
So here's Rockford now. 32 minutes down here in the first half. Some stoppage time. Not a lot of breaks in action so far here tonight, so a minute, maybe 2 at most as things stand. Both teams trying to work something towards the net. Rockford have had a lot of opportunities, unable to find the back of the net so far. That one at midfield, ball first, so no foul. Nice play that time by Semino. Semino running through midfield, breaks by a defender, and that one blocked away. A nice play that time by Naskrant as Rockford able to come away with it. And another example right there of giving up the body when it counts most as she shut down that attacking opportunity for the Rush. Ball sent towards midfield. There's crowd on hand here this Saturday evening. So family and friends out here. Sure some watching as well here on Clutch Sports Media 815. Again, Jaden Gallagly, Trevor Larson on tonight's broadcast. Here, United Women's Soccer between the Chicago Rush and Rockford Raptors. Mercy Health Sports Score 2 in Rockford, Illinois at Wedgehurst Stadium. One of the nicest soccer facilities in the northern Illinois region. One of the nicer athletic facilities here, Sports Score 2. And you were talking about it earlier, Jaden, but just some great facilities around here. Good indoor center. You know, they use that for conventions sometimes. But just a beautiful place to take in some sports here on the state line.
Yeah, just a really great variety of sports can be played here at this center. Football can actually be played here right on this field. Practices, soccer, there's baseball here in the area. Just a really good, diverse setting that can be played to many opportunities.
Some give and go for the Raptors. Good speed by Culver. Tries to play this one wide, but good defense that time by Segudo to get back as she came around the right back that time. She came from her center back position, overtook both the attacking and defending player, and was able to get that one out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I feel here just the last second we had a little bit more push of a wind. Good breeze happening. It's really cooled down here since we first got here.
Sun dipping below the skies. I'm sure we'll see the lights come on here in just a few. This one down and sent out through. Nice play to clear that one out. Sent back into the box. Defender doesn't know where it is. Here's an opportunity for the Raptors. That one sails high and wide as Roush had an opportunity. Tried to go with that one-touch strike. And we see a lot of that in the games we've done for the Raptors so far. Just hasn't really panned out for them in either of their last 2 games, as there we see another example. That one is going to go for another goal kick. After that opportunity, here come the Rush, as that one is going to be sent out to midfield. Coming towards the left wing. And looks like Henry got clipped on the back of the heels, so another foul. That one goes on Nash, so it'll be a free kick for the Raptors. A nice clean game so far here this evening. Some physicality, but it has really not been too physical of a game. A lot of free runs, a lot of open space. This free kick is going to be sent in by Naskrant. Good opportunity. That one comes to the feet, and that one is going to be in, but I believe they're going to say it's going to be offsides. We'll see what the call is. Linesman put his flag up. Tough to see what the call is. We'll see from the official down there. And they're going to say that one is a good goal. So no offsides, but the Raptors strike first here. 36-30 on the clock as they take a 1-0 advantage here in the first half.
Was that off her head? Might have been.
Yeah, that ball bounced up there a couple of times, Jaden, and some of the players looking over towards the sidelines where the family and friends are looking, and they're wondering why that one wasn't called offside. It's tough to see from our angle up here in the broadcast. It was very close, and whenever the ball goes up in the air like that, we got a lot of players grouped down around the goal line, can really be tough to see. But ultimately, they say no offsides. So, again, score line 1-0 in favor of the Rockford Raptors. That one coming at 36-30 here in the first half by number 7 for Rockford. That one goes back beyond the touchline. We got number 7, Alexandra Saviano. So we have on our roster there for Rockford. So first goal of the evening, first goal in the last two broadcasts for the Rockford Raptors here on Clutch Sports Media 815. As Jaden, I'm sure that's going to be a huge confidence booster. You know, we've seen a lot of offensive opportunities here for the Raptors in the first half, but to put one in the back of the net has really got to feel good as we've got another opportunity here now.
Yeah, I could see them being very happy about that. Now they're 14 goals here on the season, just almost 500. I'm sure they'll try to get there tonight for goals made to get scored against.
Yeah, trying to get back to that even or positive differential before the season runs out. And then coming in with a winning record, 4-0-3 on the season. Haven't drawn any games yet.
And same thing here with Chicago Rush with just 4 goals on the season. I'm really sure they're trying to get a couple more to help that differential and just kind of end on a positive note.
And a foul near midfield. And about 6 minutes and some stoppage time here for the first half of action. Rockford just net one in a few minutes ago. Goal coming by number 7, Alexandra Saviano, here in the first half. Following the free kick, it's going to be sent in, blocked away. And Rockford are going to be able to take over here in the defensive end. And I'm sure if you're the Raptors, you'd love another goal here before halftime. Again, we've talked about the Rush's difficulties scoring this season. Just 4 goals for coming into tonight's game. So if you're the Raptors, if you can put up another one here before halftime, I'm sure you're going to love your chances going in.
Yeah, it just allows you to settle down a little bit after half. You don't have to be so aggressive on the offensive push. Can play a little bit more defense, maintain more of an open field advantage, wear down the opponent. So going up here, if they can go up 2, that'd be a really good advantage for them going into half.
And if you're the Rush, you've got an opportunity now here, ball in the very deep part of the field. They have a throw in near the corner here. I'm sure you'd love to tie this one up going into halftime at 1-1 would be a great feeling, especially with the way the first half has gone. We'll see what they've got on tap here. This one thrown into the box and cleared out. Ball stays in possession of the Rush. Try to get this one. Nice play on the feet by Nash. Ball skied up, and That one is going to be played to the feet of Saviano, who's going to be aggressive downfield. And now it looks like the Raptors are going to play, and that one's going to be a foul that time.
Yeah, she looked like she got tripped up pretty good there. Just one thing with soccer, really physical game in some aspects of it. Just coming kind of underneath sometimes their feet really can trip you up and fall to the ground. So really be good, to know how to fall the right way so you don't injure yourself.
Especially with the turf, as here's an opportunity now for the rush. Nice play at midfield by Saviano, able to take that one from the attacking player. No foul as well. Heavy touch that time goes to the favor of Nash. Player looking for a foul call. No advantage played. Here's Rush now looking for a crossing opportunity. This one sent back towards the top of the box. Swing and a bit of a miss hit that time. Good offensive opportunity. Madeline Williams just unable to get enough pace on that one, as the Raptors are going to eat a little clock here as they wind this first half of action down. 3 minutes and stoppage time here on the clock. Again, no official clock up on the scoreboard here. The one you're seeing on our broadcast is unofficial. We'll see what the indication is in the next few minutes by the headlinesman. See how much time we have added on. Again, 1-0 is the score line. Goal coming about 10 minutes ago by Rockford, number 7, Alexandra Saviano, off of a couple of caroms following a set play. And she has the ball now, but that one's going to be taken back by Semino. And looks like she got tangled up a little bit. No foul called by the referee. Called a few of them so far. Again, no cards here in this first half of action, as this one's going to be played out wide. And that one is going to be sent out over the touchline. So it'll be a throw-in opportunity here for Rockford, as they've got another opportunity here, about 2 minutes, some stoppage time left in the first half to try to go down and net another goal.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they set it up here, whether they try a heavy shot towards the goal or just kind of keep it out of their territory.
So they're content to play it back so far. Might be looking for one final opportunity. So we know they like to play long ball occasionally, as this one's going to be sent down the right wing. And it's going to be controlled by LePage for a moment. I think she lost track of it. She got turned around just a little bit. A nice play that time by the left back for the rush, as she was able to get that one out of there. Now this ball rolling comes to the feet of Roush. He's going to play this one back. Again, one final opportunity here for both squads, as a turnover at midfield. Here's here's Battisti, as that one is going to be touched out, as Purefoy went over to that one, as not quite sure if that one took a deflection off of a Rockford player or not. Either way, it's going to be a corner kick here. Last opportunity for the rush here in the first half of action. This might be the last opportunity in the first half. This one sent wide and drilled in. Nice play that time by the rush. Cleared away by the Raptors as this one gets sent back to midfield. Segudo playing this one forward to the feet of the attacker. And that one is going to be sent out wide, and it is going to go back beyond the end line. So a good opportunity for the rush that time following the free kick opportunity, but unfortunately for them, they come up short, as this game remains 1-0 in favor of Rockford, as that'll be the end of the first half. So after the first 45, Rockford Raptors up 1-0 over the Chicago Rush. Jaden, we saw some good action by Rockford in that first half, ultimately leading to a goal. What are your thoughts on that first half between these two squads here tonight?
Yeah, definitely a really physical offensive game the Raptors put up. they were definitely able to push the ball downfield into the Russia's territory, and just able to really maintain a strong performance here this first half. Both teams showing some signs of being gassed in some aspects of it. They started off the game pretty warm here to now getting a little bit of a cooler breeze. So definitely the second half will be looks like better conditions here for the players, and it'll be a sight to see with a 1-0 game.
So again, you're watching United Women's Soccer here on Clutch Sports Media. After the first half of action, Rockford Raptors on top of the Chicago Rush 1-0. We'll be back with second half action following halftime right here on Clutch Sports Media 815. And welcome back here to United Women's Soccer on Clutch Sports Media 815 for tonight's matchup between the Chicago Rush and Rockford Raptors. Jaden Gallagly and Trevor Larson on tonight's call, getting ready to kick off second half action. Rockford leading 1-0 here coming into the second half. That one goal coming by Alexandra Saviano, 36 minutes into the first half of action. Jaden, we saw some good offense by Rockford leading to that one goal. Both sides switching directions. Rockford going left to right, Chicago going right to left. What are you looking for here in this second half of action from both squads?
I'm sure with the Chicago Rush, they're definitely going to want to tie this game up here, probably apparently soon. You wouldn't want to wait till later in the game, just so you have that assurance that it's at least tied up. You're not fighting from being down. So you have that advantage. But I would say with the Raptors, I feel they can loosen up just a little bit. They're really heavy on offensive play here. So just definitely play around, communicate a little bit more, maybe get a more open shot.
Lights have come on here to start the second half. Again, we mentioned it a few times here at Mercy House Sports Core 2. Wedgehurst Field. It is a gorgeous location to play outdoor sports, soccer included, and we're excited to be playing underneath the lights here on this gorgeous Saturday evening. Temperatures have cooled down considerably from early in the game as we are ready and going here in this second half. Again, both sides switching directions. Rockford moving left to right. They are in black. Chicago moving right to left. They are in the Chicago blue, those powder blues. Both teams playing with pace here this evening. Rockford really on the attack, heavy in that first half, as we mentioned. Chicago tried to get some counterattacking opportunities. Had a great chance towards the end of the first half to put a goal in, but good defense by Rockford. As here come the Raptors on offense. This one's going to be played through the middle, and that one is going to be touched away, but it's still going to be controlled by the Raptors. It's going to be played back. And Saviano looking for a teammate. Now he's going to reset, plays it back. Out to midfield, looking for a player down. That one's going to be turned, and here's an opportunity, but good play at the feet that time by Williams, able to control that one and clear it out. Now here is Chicago on the counterattack. That one's sent in the middle and turned over.
Yeah, the Raptors, they just have done so good intercepting the ball from the rush. On any long kick that they've tried, it seems like a Raptor player has gotten in front of it so they can maintain the possession of it, which is a really aggressive approach. Definitely here, if they're trying to score, maybe even a couple more points.
Again, second half action just underway here on Clutch Sports Media 815. And for United Women's Soccer, Jaden Gallagly and Trevor Larson on this evening's call. We've been out here a few times with the Rockford Raptors, so thankful to them for having us be on the broadcast. It's been a great experience to see some club level action here on the state line, one of the better clubs in the area, as they try to pick up a victory here in their final game of the season, currently leading 1-0 about 3 minutes into halftime.
Yeah, the Raptors here looking to capture their fifth win, to finish up this club. That would put them at 5-0-3 on the year. Right now they got 14 goals on the season to 15 against. So I'm sure they're definitely looking to tie up the differential, go 500, if not better.
And always good whenever you can finish with a positive point differential in the season. Of course, barring some circumstances here, they lead 1-0, so if things hold as they do, they will also finish above 500. Can't go any worse than 500 exactly. But the way they've been playing, looks like they are controlling this game. I'd like to see what they can do here in this second half of action as they try to put this game away in their final game of the season. Ball in the offensive third. That one's going to be played out wide to Roush. Roush controlling, looking for a teammate. Now here's a run, good play forward to Culver. Culver trying to slip by, and that one off the legs, and looks like they're going to point for a corner as there is some contesting down there by the left back. She will not win that appeal from the linesman, so we'll have another opportunity here for a set play. Last time the Raptors had a corner, they were able to find the back of the net. This one coming in from the right corner. It'll be an in-swinging ball. Some Raptors get set up. This one driven in, and that one's going to be headed back out towards Saviano, who picks up possession, looking for another opportunity. That one off the legs, still live, comes to the top of the box. The Raptors trying to play this one down. Great ball through to Culver. Culver throws the swing ball, and that one just able to be touched away that time by the defense. A dangerous ball into space that time by the Raptors, as that one can't be controlled in, and it'll go out the back of the end line for a goal kick. But a great opportunity that time, Jaden, by the Raptors. Had a couple of chances there. I thought that last ball sent in might have found the back of the net, but a good deflection by the center back for the Rush, able to shut that one down.
Yeah, that was a really nice set of kicks by 14 Culver. Really put them in good spots. Just didn't look like her teammates were in a good position to make a goal.
As this one is going to go off the crossbar, almost in. As the ball stays with the Raptors, they've got another opportunity, and that one is going to be picked up off the turf. And a great play that time by the Raptors, almost leading to a goal. A little bit of luck that time, the crossbar being that extra defender for the Rush.
Yeah, just something that the Raptors struggled with a little bit last game and into this game, just hitting it just a little too high on the kick. You know, it's a tough spot to be kicking it to. You know, just hitting it off the bar, but at least they're getting the attempts in, and hopefully they can capitalize here.
Here they are on attack once again. That one through to Saviano. She's looking for some space, pushes off, and they're going to say that there is... Can't quite see the linesman from our position. They're going to say no foul, so it'll be a save. Looks like she got her arms extended that time, but the referee said no foul. As it stands, that's going to go for a goal kick, and now we're going to have a foul near midfield, and it'll be a turnover in favor of the Rush. So some intense action here in the first 7 minutes of play. So we've seen a couple of opportunities for the Raptors, a couple of near misses. Score still holds at 1-0. While we have a brief break, want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ortho Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry, and Movement Fitness. Here are the Rush now. This one down the right wing, cross sent in, blocked away that time by Swopes. Rockford's now with it. They try to clear this one out. Comes to the feet of Semino for the Rush. And a attempted, looks like she tried to let that one go through and turn. And a play by the right back that time, able to feather that one out of bounds. Going to be a throw in here for the Rush. Looks like they're going to set up their offense. Throw in by Semino towards the penalty area. And a nice clear that time to get the one out of the box. Ball still in a dangerous position. That one a aggressive attempt that time by Williams. She tried to get that one to the far post, but an easy save for Purifoy. As now here come the Raptors on the counterattack.
Just another example there of fast getting down the field. So they're in offensive territory. The speed is really there. Quick off the edge, you know, on the side with the wings.
That one a little bit too much pace on it as it goes out of bounds. Again, we've mentioned it a few times. Of course, the field here And Wedgehurst Stadium is turf. Plays very quickly, especially in these dry conditions as they have been here over the past couple of days. So it'll be a throw in here on the defensive side for the Rush. That one's going to be turned over. Number 7 has this one looking towards the middle of the box. A heavy touch that time and a nice clearance by the Rush defense, able to get that one back out to midfield. Here are the Rush still with it. Offensive players moving into the zone. This one centered into the box and a swing and a block away. Samino had a good kick lined up, but great positioning by the Rockford defense in order to block that one, as now they have a counterattack opportunity, as again they're moving with pace. That attack fizzles out though. Good play in the midfield that time by the Rush players. Another throw-in opportunity here for the Rush. They try to even this game up. 10 minutes here into the second half and score 1-0 in favor of Rockford. That goal coming in the first half of action. Seen a couple of opportunities here by both squads in the second half, the first few minutes. Things have been frenetic and exciting thus far. Sent downfield on the left wing over to number 7. And that one's going to be turned over. Good physical play that time by Saviano. Able to get that one back towards the middle. Culver has an opportunity down to Saviano, but she's a little bit too far down. And we're going to have another offsides call. Some more good attacking opportunities here for Rockford. Looks like they really have some of that chemistry working, especially down the right wing. That time she got caught just a little bit too far forward. But if they keep playing like this, looks like they'll have another chance to net another goal here in the second half of action.
Yeah, Rush, it looks like they're playing a little more physical. They're being a little more aggressive here with the play of ball. It's been played here a little bit more on the Rockford side this half. So you can really show that they're really eager to get this game to a tie.
And we've mentioned the speed of Rockford a few times. So that aggressive play by Chicago is leading to some good counterattacking opportunities for Rockford. This one coming down the left wing. Couldn't quite keep it in by Madeline Williams. A nice idea that time by the Rush as they tried to get that one down on the left wing. Again, the speed of the surface just a little bit too much to keep that one in. Still a dangerous spot as Rockford sets in for the throw-in. That one cleared out, but our way. Looks like she might have hit that one off the outside of her foot, so it's going to go out for a throw-in. And a good opportunity here for Chicago as they've got this opportunity here in the offensive attacking third. Belinsky over back to midfield. And just nobody there on the one touch for Chicago. As, again, the counterattacking play here by Rockford. They've got a 5-on-5, but that one's going to be shut down in the midfield by the center back for Chicago as she's making a run downfield. And you can see she just pulled up a little bit. She saw that one going out of bounds, so a lot of running turns into nothing. Good show by the captain, but a lot of movement for naught. As here's a turnover now on the left wing. Great opportunity here for Rockford. This one's centered and a drilled shot. A great opportunity on a tee. Tried to get the one-touch shot by Saviano, but just a little bit too high.
Yeah, she really came in fast into that kick. Which kind of showed just a little over-aggressive there on the push. Definitely would have slowed down a little bit, maybe got a easier kick, not so high.
So a goal kick coming here for the Rush. That one comes to the feet of the Rockford midfielder. They're trying to push forward here. They'd love to get another goal here. About 14 minutes into the second half. They lead 1-0 on this Saturday evening. This one pushed forward to Saviano. She looks for a teammate. This one going to be centered. Now a good attacking play by Culver. Trying to beat a defender, looking for a crossing opportunity, and that one going to go off the feet of the defender. Great play in the box to avoid the foul, but it will be another corner kick opportunity here for Rockford.
Yeah, quite a few of those tonight. The Raptors were able to capitalize off of one of them with their 1 point here tonight, so we'll see what they can do with this one.
And staying with the same setup, they'll have the in-swing on the corner kick opportunity. Looks like they're playing with a lot of stacked personnel. This one's driven in, and a nice clearance that time by the rush player. This one comes back out towards midfield. Rockford looking to reset on offense. This one sent down to number 5, looking for a cross, and an aggressive play that time, really pinning down that ball. We'll have another corner kick opportunity here for Rockford. Yeah, no ball personnel down there on the touch lines for either squad, so players, of course, have to go and chase it down. A bit of extra time taken as here at Rockford now set up for the corner. Another drilled in that time, and that one kicked away nicely, going out of towards the other corner, and that one will be another corner, this time coming from the other side.
It looked like that came off a little back leg there. A little interesting.
There's another corner, this one towards middle, and that one just a little bit too high. Great opportunity, but she couldn't quite keep it down. As we'll take another look at it here on the broadcast. See a good solid kick towards the middle of the field, and a header that just goes high over the crossbar. Another nice play for Rockford, but does not lead to a goal.
Yeah, that play looked quite similar to their earlier goal here in the first half. Looked like it may have came off of her head for the goal.
Seen Saviano really be in the mix in the middle of things down there, especially on these set play opportunities, as this one's going to be sent in towards the middle, but cleared away once again by the rush. Still with it are Rockford. Saviano trying to get that one through. This one comes back towards midfield. This one is kept in, and it does just go out over the touchline. It's a great run down there on the left wing by number 7 for Chicago Rush. She just couldn't quite keep it in. She got one touch. Just wasn't enough to keep it from going out. Here are Rockford. An aggressive play. There's going to be advantage here for Rockford. This one played through, wide through ball. Here's an opportunity now. And that one, a great clearance in the box that time by KK Nash. Able to get that one out and for a throw-in for Rockford. But a good play that time down there by the defenseman.
Yeah, definitely. She really played on really man-on-man situation there and had to get it out.
So here's going to be another throw-in opportunity for Rockford. They have played in this area of the field here quite a bit in the last 5 or so minutes, as we're going to have yet another corner kick. By my count, Jaden, that's their 4th in the last 5 or so minutes.
Yeah.
And they have really set up some great opportunities here tonight. They're really trying to get another goal here.
Yeah, they've been just so close a couple of times, and with one leading to a goal, so I'm sure they'd love to get one here.
This one drilled in towards the middle, and one comes to the feet of the rush player, and a kick from outside,
Oh.
and a fantastic play that time by the defense in order to get that one out beyond the back line, as that one almost disastrous. As we take another look here again, that one drilled towards the goalkeeper, couldn't get it, and a great play by the defense to just get that one out and save a goal for the Rush. Here's another corner, and that one to the feet once again of the Rush players.
Yeah, that was just so good right there, really getting that ball out of harm's way. That was number 18, KK Nash.
So another corner here. Looks like they're going to go quickly. Now she's going to reset. This one coming back towards the top of the goal box. One drilled into the air and over top of the net. So another set play goes by the wayside there for Rockford, as they have had some good opportunities here in this second half, just nothing to show for it. As there you see the swing and a little bit of a mishit goes over top of the crossbar. Score remains 1-0 in favor of Rockford here. About 25 minutes left to play in this second half of action.
Yeah, we'll see if the Rush can catch a little bit of a defensive break here and stay on offense and see if they can come up with a point.
Great run by Williams. That one off the legs of the Rockford player. Individual effort that time by Madeline Williams. Sets up the Rush in great position now. Got to throw in down below the top of the box here on the offensive side. This one over to Williams, back to Minor. And now back to Williams as the Rush trying to get something going towards the net. A good play by Rockford as now here they come on the counter-attacking opportunity. Great play to find Saviano running down the right wing. She's got a couple of teammates. This one played down in the corner to number 5. Looking for that crossing opportunity. Back to Saviano at the top of the box. Sets this one up in the middle, and that one drilled over the net. A great kick that time. She really got all of her body behind that one, but again, just over top of the net, as here you see it once again. Teed it up. Great pass towards the middle of the field. One touch and fire. And if she could have kept that one down, that would have been a tough save for the goalkeeper. Instead, again, another shot that just goes over top of the crossbar. It's been a common theme here in the last 2 games on Clutch Sports Media 815 for the Raptors.
Yeah, while she didn't make that in, you could just see how much power came behind that, and the amount of strength they have on their bottom half here. Just something really cool to see when they can get a good kick off the ball.
Here we take another look at that last shot by Saviano. Had that one, good pace on it, but a nice save by the goalkeeper out in the open field. As here come the Rush on the counterattack. 3-on-4. Low cross, but a nice play that time by Purifoy. Just able to get that one off the turf. She'll play quickly. And we'll have a throw in here for the Rush. Take a brief moment again to remind you that tonight's game is made possible in part thanks to Ortho Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry, and Movement Fitness. Again, able to make the games for both the Rockford Raptors as well as tonight's broadcast possible thanks to their support. Here is Chicago now, as this one's going to be hit back and forth a few times by both squads. As now Rockford running with some numbers. They've got an advantage coming down the field. And that one's going to go back. Thought I might have heard a whistle. There was not one, so it'll still be a Rockford ball. That one played forward, now trying to go out wide. And attacking opportunity shut down. Again, just a kick down the field, a little bit hopeful that time. Sometimes you got to throw hope out there, but the long ball has not really worked for the Rush here this evening, Jaden, as they just have not been able to get anything moving that way.
Yeah, it seems a lot going out of bounds when they're trying to play the long ball. It seems like the short, consistent, passing in the middle of the field has been a little bit more consistent for them tonight on putting it together some sort of drive.
Here's Rockford at midfield again, looking for an attacking opportunity. A great ball through. Here's Saviano. She's one-on-one, tries to go low post, and a great save. Ball still live, and that one is going to go out of the back line. As we take another look at that one, a great opportunity as you see a fantastic run through the defense. Good, solid strike. Try to go far post, maybe just a little bit too wide. Nice play by the keeper, and it goes out off the Rockford player on the rebound. So a goal kick for the Rush following that. Jaden, another good attacking opportunity here for Rockford. Again, they have really played on the front foot tonight. The way that they have been playing, you'd expect the scoreline to be even more in their favor. They lead just 1-0. And if you're Rockford, you don't want to leave an opportunity open for the Rush to get back in this game with a counterattack or perhaps a good buildup.
Yeah, I like the way they're playing. I like that they're not being complacent with being up. They're really maintaining a strong offensive scheme here, and it's really just showing with the amount of attempts they've gotten to score a goal compared to Chicago Rush here tonight.
Here are the Rush now on the attack. Rockford really playing defense well. Got a lot of players back here as Chicago tries to feather this one back towards the far post, and that one is going to get in. A goal for the Chicago Rush as the counterattacking play. A great ball sent to the far post, and the Chicago Rush tie this one up.
Yeah, that was a great play there off the side kick by the offensive player with their 5th goal on the season here tonight.
And a fantastic play going to the turf that time as we take another look at it. See the long ball played through by number 7 all the way to the back post. And a sliding attempt, able to get it past the goalkeeper. So a goal coming here for Chicago as they tie this one up. As the score now is 1-1 here getting late in the second half.
Yeah, so the Raptors are really going to have to try here and be really aggressive on the play. They really have to get up now, being a tied game. Something late in the game, got to stay strong and competitive.
Yeah, we were just talking about it a few moments before that goal happened, Jaden, but Rockford has really been playing on the front foot, but again, just that one goal. And now you saw a great play that time by the Chicago Rush offense to put that one in. And just like that, this one is tied. Despite the game really being played, you'd expect the scoreline to be in favor of Rockford the way things have been here tonight. But again, 1-1 is the scoreline. Nice.
Yeah, that was a major confidence booster here with the Chicago Rush. You can kind of just see the spirit has risen within the team just a little bit. Looks like they're playing a little bit more attentive.
Both squads trying to get in this one. Both of them would love to be the first team to put 2 goals on the board. So we're getting late here, about 15 minutes plus stoppage time. So here are Chicago Rush. There's a cross towards the middle of the field, and that one just a little bit too high. Another great opportunity for Chicago as we take another look at that one. But it goes over top of the crossbar as they are really trying to get those crosses in that time off the head and over top. Another good play, but remains 1-1. Both teams with some missed opportunities here tonight. This one sent towards Purifoy. She's just going to pick that one up. But game really being played at a high pace here tonight, Jaden. And we talked about it coming in. It's been a hot day. Teams don't have a lot of bench here tonight. So here's an opportunity now for Rockford. That one through, and a aggressive play by the goalkeeper who is going to pick that one up. And a great play that time, really coming out of the net, being aggressive. As a fantastic ball out to Saviano almost led to another goal. As here you see the keeper coming up and playing that one. Didn't get it cleanly on the first time, but able to get it before the offensive player was able to pick it up with her feet.
Yeah, that's always a risky decision by a goalkeeper to come out of the box, play a little more aggressive to maybe capture the ball. You almost need to rely on some of your teammates there to help protect the goal from any scoring.
Here's Rockford trying to build up their attack. They're pushing everybody forward. This one thrown towards the middle. Good ball down there. But a great play by the left back, able to get that one. And looks like some feet got crossed up. No foul is going to be called, so it's going to be Rockford ball. They play this one back. Long ball trying to go down the left wing. And getting back to it, Jaden, this game has really been played at a very high pace here in the last 15 or so minutes, and we're expecting to see more of that as both squads try to pull out a victory here tonight. We're really seeing that some of the players have really got a boost of energy here, as now Williams has an opportunity, and a big collision that time by the goalkeeper and the defenseman as a opportunity that time for Rockford, as a couple of players, by Chicago, as a couple of players almost had an opportunity, but we saw it one way, now the other, as both goalkeepers have made great plays here in the last 5 minutes to prevent goal-scoring opportunities.
Yeah, just great stamina here on both sides. They're really not hesitating on getting that ball downfield. They're really playing their positions well, maintaining decent possession time here in the second half between both teams, to where the Chicago Rush ended up tying the score with a kick. That may have been because the Raptors were playing a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side, not really focusing too much on defending. But then again, both teams just really playing aggressive hard here, trying to capture a lead.
I'm sure both teams would love to end the season, regular season, with a victory here tonight. It's going to be played out wide for Chicago. About 15 minutes plus some stoppage time left to go in this one. Score 1-1. Goal coming in the second half of action here by the Chicago Rush. Goal coming in the first half for the Rockford Raptors. As we get down into crunch time, see both teams are likely to be aggressive, here playing in the United Women's Soccer League. A lot of these players play for other squads, schools, and high schools or colleges, what have you. So I'm sure both teams are not going to be content to sit on their laurels, and I'd expect that both squads are going to try to throw things at the net to try to pick up a victory rather than playing for the draw here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's never a fun thing to tie a game. I even know some people that would rather lose a game than end up tying, just because it just feels better at the end of the day that you really tried to go for the win. Again, it just comes back to being complacent and being aggressive. Definitely a main difference.
And we definitely see aggressiveness by both squads here in the second half. This one sent through. Good play this time by Rockford. Nice play by the center backs in order to shut down that one. Segudo for the Rush. Rockford still with it. They're going to play this one back, try to set up their offense once again. Nice move at the feet as that one is thrown out, and it's going to be cleared out by the Rush. As it looks like they're going to be on the counterattack. Numbers are even for Chicago. Here's a ball through, and that one is going to be offsides. And that was a very close one. We'll see if we can get a good read on that one here as we take another look at it.
Yeah, that one startled the fans a little bit.
It looks like she was about a step, maybe a step and a half too far. Again, it's a little bit of an interesting angle from our perspective, but it does look like it was the right call by the linesman. They've got another opportunity now. Chicago really been playing aggressively here in these past 10 minutes. throwing everything forward, trying to pick up that second goal as they have really played with some confidence following the first. That one's going to be turned over in the defensive half for Rockford. They'll play it out wide. They are trying to set up their offense on the left side of the field. Looking for an attacking opportunity. This one played to Saviano. Now a ball forward to number 5, as that one is going to be thrown away over to Segudo, who is content to just clear that one out. Ball stays in, still possession with the Rush, and that one's going to be a throw in for the Raptors. So we remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ortho, Illinois, Sam's on Harlem, More Dentistry, and Movement Fitness. Again, able to make this game and past broadcasts for the Rockford Raptors possible here on Clutch Sports Media 815. Here are the Raptors on that left wing looking for a crossing opportunity. This one sent back towards the near post. Easy play that time by the left back, able to just get that one out. As we're going to see a counterattacking opportunity, but smartly able to hold that one up by Semino, as she would have had to go 1-on-4 that time. Instead, this one is going to be turned over and turned over once again, so a couple of turnovers on back-to-back touches. So now it looks like Rockford's forwards are going to start pressing up. With about 10 minutes left to go here in tonight's game. This one sent back towards the middle. One touch and go. And a bit of a mistake perhaps that time, but a great play on the backside by Semino as the center back captain for the Rush came out on that attacking opportunity. But a great ball that time by the left back, able to clear that one out.
Yeah, Rockford, they're doing a really good job of just being able to return possession on the ball when the Rush get it. It seems like that's been a theme here.
Here's Saviano, and that one blocked away, and that one is going to be in off the deflection. Rockford Raptors, their second goal of the evening, as that one set up by Saviano. Her shot initially came off the deflection, and the Raptors net their second of the evening. Great play as we take another look at this one. See the first shot from outside the box. Off the hands, deflected out, and sent back in for the Raptors. So another goal coming as the Rockford Raptors now lead 2-0 here with about 10 minutes left to go. We'll see what they add on for stoppage time. But here with less than 10 minutes to go in regulation, they once again take the lead.
Yeah, you know the Raptors got to feel really good about that. Getting ahead in the game here late when time's crunching. Really a good time now that they can just keep the ball away. Just heavy defensive presence, maybe be a little more aggressive, but just definitely don't let them score.
And we're sure to see some aggressive counterattacking play here by the Rush as they really get into crunch time now. They put up one goal, and that one's going to be a handball. That one just came up a little bit too high on Belinsky. I don't think she was expecting that high bounce, but it'll be Rockford ball in a dangerous position. So they'll have a free kick opportunity. This is an area where they might choose to send this one in towards the box. We've seen them pick up a goal on one set piece here this evening. We'll see what they've got in store. As Nasgrant is going to send this one in. Looks like they will try to go towards the far post here. One drilled in, curling back. She curled it a little bit too much. Rockford trying to maintain possession, comes to the feet of Rush. Here's Williams now through the middle. And that one takes a bad bounce for the Rush now, and a attempted through ball that time. Once again, over the top. Here's an opportunity for Rockford, and a good play on the backside by the center back that time. So there was an opportunity for LePage to perhaps put that one in the back of the net, but just good physical play that time by the center back, able to kind of shove her out of the way and unable to let her get a clean shot off. Here we take another look at it. This one down the right wing. Tried to go through. Good play on the backside that time just to get that one out.
Yeah, just a really good job of getting in front of the ball from a decent long kick. Definitely shows the advantage you can have when you can take possessions away, and that's a really good example.
Once again, here Rockford with a throw in on the offensive side. About 6 minutes left to play in this one, plus some stoppage time. This one's going to be sent back towards the middle. Now a good through ball, and that one is going to be in once again as Alexandria Savano puts her second goal in the back of the net. Some great touch and go soccer right there. Again, second goal of the evening for Alexandra Saviano. So we take another look at that one. You'll see the give and go as she was able to break through the defense and put it in the back of the net, as now Rockford leads it 3-0 with about 5 minutes and some change left here tonight.
Yeah, that's a huge relief, especially in this last game to be up 2 with crunching 5 minutes. That just put their differential now to 16-16. So that is also a really good ending on the season if they can end there on a 500 differential.
Oh, I'm sure now with a 2-0 lead here and 5 minutes to play, Rockford will start to tighten up their pace of play and perhaps look to play it back on offense, although they are moving quickly here on this attacking opportunity. So here's a good turn and run by Saviano, a ball through, and that one just a little bit too fast on the turf here tonight, as that one almost able to get into a great position down to the feet of the attacker. But another nice play by the goalkeeper here. So we take another look at it. And she came out and played that one aggressively, able to scoop it up off the turf.
That's something really cool. You can really see they're not getting complacent with the score. They're really determined that they want to get another point. That's something that's always good to see, that they're still trying and being very aggressive still, even late in the game.
Yeah, a fourth goal here would almost certainly put this one away. Again, about 3.5 minutes left to go. They do lead by 2. So it's going to take more than a miracle, as that one is going to be offsides, as we'll have a goal kick here for the Rush. Let's take another look. A good pass from around 25 yards out, but just a little bit too aggressive on that run with Swopes. So just goes offsides, and, you know, if you're Rockford, you'll certainly take that, as it's going to waste another 15, 20 seconds.
Looks like there was a little shove there, maybe looking for a penalty. Not given.
Yeah, no cards here tonight. That's a good sign. This one's going to be tried to play through. Looking for her teammate to run, but couldn't find LePage, as they were not on the same page, as that one will go out past the touchline. And it'll be a goal kick once again here for Chicago. 2.5 minutes left to play. If they're going to want to come back and tie this one up, they've really got to start going. That's not going to help. A turnover here in the offensive end. This one going to be sent back now.
Yeah, it really looks like Chicago Rush's motivation dropped with that second goal this half. They really seem like they're just playing through the motions, almost necessarily not being as aggressive as they were earlier in the half.
Yeah, that first goal, whenever they tied it up, was a big morale boost. And they still were definitely in it 2-1 now with 2 minutes left to play and down 2-0. And those are always tough to swallow. As here's another opportunity now for Rockford. That one will be sent back towards the corner. But a well-played game. You know, we don't want to put a pin in anything quite yet. But a well-played game for Chicago. You know, they definitely started off on the back foot, but got back into it. They tied it up in the second half, and now you saw in the second half they were just playing a little bit further forward, which did lead to some lapses in some defensive areas. Again, nothing mental, just, you're trying to go and score down, and that oftentimes leads an overloaded or an unbalanced defense, especially against a team like Rockford who has such great speed. It's always going to be tough to play those down.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Just being unbalanced and with the speed that the Raptors are in return can really make a difference, and that may be why the score is a little lopsided.
So 3-1. We're going to have another corner here for Rockford. See how much time they add for stoppage. Haven't really had too many stoppages in tonight's game. Just the one ball going underneath the bleachers. Outside of that, it's been a clean game. No cards. This one's going to be sent in swung once again. Kind of back towards the back post. It's the top of the box.
Still here crunching into the final minutes. Rockford still has possession of the ball, which is really making it tough for the Chicago Rush to try to put a scoring drive here together last minute just to make it a little bit closer. That's always tough when you're going down in the final minutes and the winning team has the final drive. But we'll see what happens.
That one's going to be sent back following the goal kick. Yeah, I haven't seen an indication from the referee, but likely to have less than 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time as our clock winds up to 45 minutes. So, again, it's an unofficial clock, so we'll see how much time they add on. As here's one attacking opportunity here for the Rush, but that ball just a little bit too far forward. Purefoy plays it at her feet, just out wide. So some players looking up towards the referee from the backside. Rockford maybe trying to get one more attacking opportunity. So turn and run by the Rush player, number 15, Semino. Now back, looks like Chicago's going to send people forward, try to put one in the back of the net before the time runs out here tonight. And a clearance by Rockford towards midfield. We're going to have another one final attacking opportunity here for Rockford. No, that one's just going to be pushed out wide and just going to be cleared back towards midfield by the Chicago Rush player. As play winds down, and there is the final whistle. So 1 first half goal, 2 second half goals for the Rockford Raptors as they pick up the victory in their final game of the season. They move to 5-0-3. Chicago Rush fall tonight. They move to 1-1-4. An exciting game all around. The score line looks a little bit imbalanced, but it was close for the majority of it. Bit of a last-minute goal coming by the Rockford to put this game out of reach. And Jaden, tonight there was really one player. She put 2 goals in the back of the net, but Alexandra Saviano really stood out here tonight. She was aggressive. She was the kind of enforcer on offense. She put 2 goals in the back of the net, and she was the big difference here tonight.
Yeah, she really did put an aggressive game here tonight. Played physical, tough. Especially on the offensive side with 2 goals. So, that can really make a difference when one player can, come up with such a great advantage. But overall the team did great. Both sides really played hard and tough, just with the Raptors coming up with the win.
So for Jaden Gallagly, I have been Trevor Larson here on Clutch Sports Media 815, United Women's Soccer. Again, final score, Rockford Raptors 3, Chicago Rush 1. If you want to see more highlights from games previously in the season, pictures as well, be sure to visit us at social media at Clutch Sports 815 on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you can follow us. Be sure to also follow us there to see where we'll be next as we get set for football season coming up here in just a few short weeks. Again, for the final time tonight, Rockford Raptors 3, Chicago Rush 1. You've been watching United Women's Soccer here on Clutch Sports Media 815.